What is up, people? Joe Winko here, your favorite Hawaiian guy. Welcome back to the United States of Joe Winko. First I want to say, sorry if you hear a buzzing in the background. It's just that it's been really hot where I live, so I have a fan on right now. So, right now I'm going to be making my next city. First, I need to announce the winner of last episode's trivia question. So, last episode's trivia question for the United States of Joe Winko was, what was the name of Joe Winko's Grand Theft Auto Vice City slasher film from the opening of Joe Winko's 2016 Sims 2 slasher film, Carolina Maniacs? And the correct answer of that was Paradise Slaughterfest, and that was answered correctly by Julian Dominic. So congratulations to Julian Dominic. He will now become the mayor of my next city, which will be up here, and it will be Charlotte, North Carolina. So let's get this party started. I hope this game doesn't crash on me again. You know, this is like my third take trying at this, like building this city. I think it's because I have like so many buildings, because as you all know, Charlotte, North Carolina was actually the place where my last Sims 2 horror movie took place at, Carolina Maniacs. And I made all those buildings myself. I didn't just import them from SketchUp. So I was able to get them in the game. Is there a way to make this bigger? Okay. I want to add a ton of trees, because that's what brings up the environment. All over the rivers, all here. And I have like 3 interstates running through the city too. I'm not going to build the interstates till after, though. After I set down all the monuments and everything. Well, not monuments, but the buildings. They count as landmarks because I made those in Milkshake, but then I imported them into the game with Building Architect and with Plugin Manager, and I made them like attract all the Sims to move in. It's really fun how you can mod this game. You can like make almost anything. Just need to know how to do 3D modeling good. I kind of learned that when I had to make my bandana in The Sims 2. It's amazing how far I come from that. Now I'm able to make all kinds of crazy stuff in The Sims 2. Some of it just too weird to show you guys. No, not really. I showed you guys everything already. I should finish my film Dead Route, but I still have all the voiceovers for it and everything. I'll get to it eventually. I want to finish Call of the Scarecrow first. I don't know why I just put Dead Route on hiatus, but I will come back to it, because I had all those voice actors help me with it. And I actually been having a tough time finding voice actors for Call of the Scarecrow. That's the reason why it's taking me so long to finish it. I haven't even started filming any of it yet. Okay, so I think I added enough trees. So, yeah, let's get it started. So, Julian, Dominic, and Charlotte. Just gonna double check to make sure I spelled that right, because I want my... Alright, Charlotte. Of course I spelled it right. Gosh. Beauty of having autism, you gotta make sure you do everything right. Although that doesn't always happen. That's the sad part. Okay. Now, let's add the buildings. Yeah, I know. Need to zone more stuff. Calm your tits. Ew, tits. I don't like that word. Breast is the correct terminology. Everyone is making fun of me back in high school because I wouldn't call them tits. I would call them breast. I was gonna make an episode of Joe Winko talk about that. And I'll save it for then. Okay, so first, the Duke Energy Center. I made that building in milk shape. It was in The Sims 2, and it's featured in my 2016 Sims 2 slasher film, Carolina Maniacs. I made that building too. And the Queen of Charlotte, the Charlotte Queen. Gonna put her right there. I'm gonna have to connect all of them with roads eventually. Even though the Sims never really do anything on the lots, they're just like for decoration. I know there's more. Not that one. I have like so many buildings in this game. And then the LV tower, because it kind of looks like an LV. You guys probably don't see it, but if you were the ones constructing it, you would know. Well, constructing it in milk shape, that is. Oh, come on! Why can't I find that building? Oops, that's not it, that's not it. Alright, I always have a tough time finding this one. It's the... Oh, here it is. Should have recognized that right away. Because it's so large, that's why. I don't think it's as tall as the one I built as a battle tower in Mobile, Alabama. I think I made that one too big, because it, like, towers over everything. And you can, like, notice it right away from the satellite view. Okay, so I'm going to have to turn this around. Even though I don't like having the camera face this direction. It's just so I can build the roads around all the buildings good. Alright, and turn it that way. Might have made them too close. No, I didn't. Last night I kept having dreams about puppies for some reason. I'm not sure why. I love dogs, they're so cute. Especially that Riot dog I recorded the video of. I'm not sure if you guys seen that. It was me playing outside with my adoptive dad's brother's dog, Riot. She's so cute. I miss her. It's been a while since I've been over there. She always loved playing Frisbee. And people have told me that I should get my own dog, but the thing is, dogs are a huge responsibility. You have to, like, walk them and do all that stuff. I could barely even take care of 2 guinea pigs, let alone a dog. Even Riot gets to be a bit of a handful when I'm over there. Because then she'll always want to go outside and play, and then I won't feel like going outside and playing. And then she'll get sad, then I'll feel bad. Okay. Let me build... Oops. Okay, fine, I can add this as well. Gonna build a roundabout. And... what else? Probably should make the bus stop right here. And public parking garage. Well, not parking garage, parking structure. For the love of God, they gonna need electricity there too. Parking garage without electricity? Can you imagine how scary that is? Scarier than that chilling commercial they did with Quagmire sexually assaulting Marge from The Simpsons. Jeesh. Can I add another roundabout? Let me see. It's like Roundabout City. Well, they... Oh, I can't. Damn it. Okay. Fair enough. Oh yeah, I remember now. I was gonna add the necessities. The large police station. And these. And a library. And I feel like just throwing a bus stop here, just to take up that small bit of empty space. Let me make sure they're all getting paid enough. Yep. Yep. Oh, and I better work out city ordinances. So taxes, let's bring low wealth down to 0, medium 0. And dirty industry, let's break that at 22. High-tech industry, 0. Okay, got it. And now, what else was I gonna add? Oh yeah, hospital. Well, fire station, then a hospital. Okay, looking good. So there's the necessities. I haven't added the school or anything, because I think this is just going to be a commercial lot. I mean, a commercial area. I'm just going to save my game real quick. So I'm just going to pause and save, because this game is quite notorious for crashing right when I build a very cool city. And I'm also going to add a roundabout here. Wish it was easier to add a roundabout. Like, so I don't have to scroll through that all the time. And let's get these connected. The roads I have here. So everyone can enter my beautiful city of Charlotte, North Carolina. Awesome. Is that everything? Nope, that isn't. Keep asking that. Alright, so this is I-77. Cuts that way. I know where it goes. Alright, so I-77. Oh, and also, some trivia facts, if you guys want to know. Charlotte, North Carolina is actually the largest banking firm besides New York City. Isn't that awesome? Yeah, Charlotte's nice. It's down south, it's warm weather, no bitter people like Wisconsin. So cold weather makes people in Wisconsin assholes. As you all should know, I talk about that enough in Joe Winko Talk. No offense to any of the nice people from Wisconsin, who I do not know at all. Okay, so this is how the interstate is in Charlotte. It wraps around the city. So I-77 will go this way. And there, connect to the Sim Nation. So, ooh, God, did I build that over too far? Alright, this is I-85. They do connect with each other, but... Alright, I'll figure this out. And then build a curve. Another curve. Oh, that looks nice. And... Yes! They added on ramps. Okay, it's too close to I-95. Gotta tear this down. That's the thing about this game, you do tear stuff down. I had to tear down the interstates in my last city for South Carolina. Why do I have it on pause? Gosh. I had to tear down the interstates in my last city for South Carolina because they weren't like the real ones. I mean, I know it's not the real United States of America, it's the United States of Joe Winko, but I still wanted it to be more like the real interstates, because I forgot to have I-75 run through Valdosta, the future city I'll be building, which is based off the real Valdosta in Georgia. Let me have it connect at both. Okay, there. I'll figure out what to do with that. And then here, and here, and here. Okay, come on, what the hell? Why isn't it letting me... Okay, finally, it let me connect to the Sim Nation. Good. And let me see if I can add an intersection here. Oh, yes, I can. Awesome. Okay, so... there you have it. And, let me add another intersection. Hopefully I can add this right. Okay, yeah, I did. Okay, I'm gonna have to tear this down. I have to angle it right, so it's like right at the... shit. Alright, nope, that won't work. And now it works. Okay, so got that. Yeah, not really sure what comes next after all this. Oh, okay. Yeah, I need to give access to the freeways. The people on the Talk Paranormal web forums are assholes. Just thought of them for some reason. Like, ugly and rude. I hate that guy. I hope he gets thrown off the face of the earth, because he deserves it. I'm serious, too. I mean, I don't know why the fuck he's running a paranormal web forum if he doesn't even believe in ghosts in the first place. What a bitch. Too bad he's not a witch. Then they would burn him alive in the Salem witch trials. And I'd be laughing the whole entire time. Gosh, what the fuck is wrong with me? Jeez. Well, I would be, so no need of me lying. Yeah, I think the Salem witch trials were actually in Massachusetts, now that I think of it. I was thinking North Carolina, because I think there is a city in North Carolina called Salem, but I think the Salem witch trials were actually in, Massachusetts. Can I build a bridge? Yes, I can. Shit. Messed it up. Okay, I got it. And... okay, there's still no road that connects this to that, or... Alright, so I'll have to build one. Pretty soon I'm gonna have to zone a whole bunch of places, too. It's always the longest part of this game, building all the roads. And add another road that leads out of here. Now, I remember I was gonna have the mountains be where all the trash goes. Oh, that's not good for the environment. Oh well. They're Sims, they'll manage. Okay, it's not letting me build a road there for some reason. Let me... hold on one sec. Okay, trash disposal here, in here. I have to add that, otherwise they'll dump it out on the streets instead, and that's never good. It'll bring the environment for my city down. And better add a water tower, so they're gonna need it. So got that, got that. I can always add more roads, but I just want to get them all built right first, because I want all of them to be connected right away. Ooh, that's a nice bridge. Definitely does fit the Queen City. There's no road going that way. Okay, then I'll have to make one. Well, the interstates go that way, but... and it'll let me add an on-ramp, that's nice. Okay, so got all that sorted out, and yeah, let's get zoning now. So what my plan is to have. Let me add a high school. Do I already have one? Oh, okay, I don't have one. High school, elementary school. Haven't unlocked the large high school yet. And more wind turbines. Probably should add a park too. Softball field. Soccer field. And zone a high density residential. Gonna have all the high-density residential be near the downtown buildings. Everything else outside of that will be low-density residential. Ooh, and they're already starting to move in. See, I told you those buildings were gonna attract Sims. And they're gonna need water. Again, another thing I wish the game would just automatically add for you instead, so you don't have to do that yourself. Might as well, like, make these go all around. What's our population at? It's still at 0. Well, the houses are being built, no one really moved in yet, but they will. And yeah, so more high-density residential by the hospital, by the police station. I feel like I'm doing a Windows Phone commercial, I don't know why. Probably the way I'm talking. I sound like a Jodi Arias during her interviews. I don't want to talk about that crazy bitch. God, she gets enough time in the spotlight. Brutally murdering her guy she was sleeping around with, and she gets famous for it. But when I post 700 videos on YouTube, I barely have anyone following me. Well, no offense to anyone who is following me, but, I mean, I do have like 9,000 subscribers, but not all of them actually watch my videos, really, but it doesn't matter. It's not about the views, it's about having fun and having at least some people get to know me. So that's the whole point of my YouTube videos, for people to learn about me. Like, even through this, even with this SimCity 4 gaming series, you guys are still learning quite a bit about me. Especially how I like to ramble. Okay, the population's at 48, still not enough. And I'm gonna turn off this fan, it's getting cold. That's a thing, like, it gets too cold with the fan, then it gets too hot. Okay, so it turned out my game crashed. I'm kind of mad about that, but what the fuck, whatever. I don't give a shit. Now I'm back to 200. God, dude, the city orients all over again. God damn it. I mean, it crashed right when I was saving, too. It doesn't matter. I'll just rebuild everything. I was talking about Lizzie McGuire and That's So Raven before it crashed. The game probably got mad at me for that. Stupid game. Yeah, I gotta spike these up too. Transportation, public safety, utilities, health and education. Okay. There's more I need to check, by the way. Alright, they're getting paid enough. They're getting paid enough. They're getting paid enough. So are they. Well, the teachers are. And them. Where's the library? Oh, here it is. Okay, so back at the population of 2,919. Okay, so I remember what I was gonna do. Zone some high-density residential. My YouTube live streams are so much better when I do them by myself. No offense to anyone who's watching, but I was just saying. Well, actually, no, I take that back. It's always fun when someone chimes in on you now as a guest. That's always very nice of them. I don't know why I said that. I'm saying stuff off the tip of my head. Okay, so let's start zoning more residential lots. And gotta add a police station. And a water pump. Okay, finally, we got accepted for a large elementary school. And let me add another library. And a large medical center. Does anyone watching this, do any of you guys watch Family Guy at all? That's the most funniest cartoon I've ever seen. Really, I love Family Guy. It's hilarious. Oh, there's one thing I forgot. Okay. Build all styles at once. Alright, good. I don't want all the houses to be looking the same. It gets on my nerves, really. I wish it was just a default to build all styles of the houses at once in this game. I mean, I don't never pay attention to the years that go by at all. Okay, so let me just save my game real quick. Hopefully it saves fine. It doesn't... Yes, it did! Okay. Because last time I saved, it crashed. We're at a population of 5,000. Sweet. Let me zone some high density... Can I build a connection to those? Let me see. Oh no, I can't. Shit. Okay, I'll just leave it there. And next, this. Revise those roads. Oh, they want a statue of the mayor and a larger high school. Awesome. Put it right there. Gotta add the statue of the mayor. Since you got my trivia question right. The mayor statue. Right here. For Julie and Dominic. And I'll just build a random road winding this way. Is there anything to connect? Oh yeah. So... Yeah, there was another thing I wanted to discuss in this episode, kinda.
Quite a few people, have been saying that, well, not many, but, like, they were saying that my stuff has gotten too personal and they don't like hearing the gloomy stuff about my life at all. Well, I just want to say the only reason why is because, to be completely honest, my whole objective with all my YouTube stuff was to have everyone learn more about me. Really. That's what all my videos are about, every single one of them. Even the Sims 2 ones. However, like my Sims 2 videos, I was gonna do an episode of Joe Winko talk about this. They have a lot of hidden meanings that absolutely no one watching them was picking up on. And I'll explain that in my future episode of Joe Winko talk. And you know, that's the reason why I started switching over to doing more Joe Winko talks instead of the Sims 2 horror films. I'm going to get back to those when I feel like it. Like, the more that people ask me, and it's not even, they're kids who are asking me, not like adults, like, oh, when's your next Sims 2 video coming out? When's your next Sims 2 video coming out? The less I feel like making them, really. Like, I'll feel like working on my Sims 2 video, and then all of a sudden, like, I'll get someone who's commenting on my like videos like this that have nothing to do with my Sims 2 videos, and they say, "Oh, when's the next Sims 2 horror movie coming out? I want to see it, and I'm really excited." And they haven't been out for a long time. That just drains my motivation because it gets annoying because it's like I feel like I'm giving in to everyone demanding me for a Sims 2 video, and it pisses me off, and then I don't feel like making them then. Consequently, oh, I just remembered what I forgot. Forgot to add those damn interstate signs. Okay, I'll add them right now. But yeah, that is true. You guys should pay attention to that. Um, okay. I-77. Let me just... throw these down. But yeah, I hope you guys did listen to the point I was just making and what I just rambled about a couple minutes ago with Sims 2 videos. Like, I'll make them when I feel like it. It's a lot of work putting those together, and people don't understand it all. Another thing that really irks me is when the kids like ask me, "Oh, how do you do this and how do you do that?" Like I'm seriously gonna tell you and expose my secrets. Like, I didn't learn from asking someone stuff. I learned from, well, actually I did, but I did it on a web form. I didn't go to someone's YouTube videos and comments like how they did this, how they did that. I mean, I don't want people to copy me at all and then just use what my videos to get like popular on YouTube for horror videos they're doing, because like they just copied from me. I mean, well, they didn't copy from me, but like if I would have told them how I did it, and they would just say, there would be no like, oh, special thanks to Joe Winko, he told me how to do this. No, there wouldn't be that at all. They would just say, oh, hey everyone, look at the cool movie I did, and look at the cool special effects I did, isn't it awesome? And I would just be like, oh, you motherfucker. Yeah, I also been kind of going crazy from being in this apartment for so long, every single day by myself. You know, but it's really what I prefer, really. But that's the reason why I didn't feel like making the videos anymore, because the whole point of my YouTube channel was for people to get to know me, and no one was understanding how personal those Sims 2 videos actually are. Well, I don't care. I'll make them when I feel like it. I make them for fun too, but it's not really fun when I have a bunch of people demanding me, and then next ask me when the next video is coming out. And you know, the next kid who types that in, oh, when's your next Sims 2 video coming out? I'm just gonna tell them, when I feel like it, and the more you're asking me about it, the less I do feel like it. Or I'll just say, never again, I'm never gonna make them, Mwahahaha. Because, you know, sometimes I really do feel like that, really. Having a bunch of people bossing me. Like, these people, and you know, another thing, they're not paying me at all to make any of those videos. They're not getting me any of my items I asked for on my Amazon wish list, which is in the description of this video, in case you're all wondering. And, well, in the description for every video, because I have it set as a default option now, like all the new videos after 2016. And, they're not, like, even when I had that GoFundMe held last year, no one donated to it at all. And the only reason why I got this, laptop computer is because I went on a date with a really nice guy who got it for me a long time ago. Me and him are still friends, though. But, that's a whole nother story. I'm not gonna bring that up much. But yeah, seriously, if it wouldn't have been for him, I would have never had this computer to make my videos. And you know, does anyone even think about how I felt when absolutely no one was donating to my GoFundMe, and like they were asking me, oh, when's the next video coming out, or how did you do this, how did you do that? I was like, what the fuck? Sometimes I can be really bitter and really angry. It's this northern coldness that makes me bitter and angry. But, you know, it's also that, too. Even if I was down south, I still would feel kind of angry with people asking me, oh, how do you do this, how do you do that, and when's your next video coming out, and not even getting the point of the one I just made before it. And then leaving the most ridiculous comments on my videos, too. I notice that a lot, too. A lot of them don't even make sense, really. And, you know, that also unmotivates me. I mean, I shouldn't take out, like, so much aggression on my followers and everything, but seriously, get real. And, you know, I think there's less people watching my YouTube videos nowadays. I mean, like, for example, like, people who found my channel back in 2013, like, none of them are still watching me to this day. I mean, people who found my channel back in 2014, like, barely, probably, like, or in a rare instance, there's probably one who watches my videos every now and then. 2015, not many, but a few. 2016, same thing. And you know, another thing is, whenever I make an episode of Joe Winko Talk, yeah, it gets 200 views, and then it gets thrown into the depths of oblivion for eternity. Oh well. I'll just keep pumping them out and pumping them out. That sounded wrong for some reason, but I don't care. You guys should be used to that by now if you've been watching me for this long. I wonder if there's anyone who's been watching me all the way back from 2005. I don't know. I doubt it, really. So much time has passed between then. Back when YouTube was cool and not some attention whoring place. Well, it was an attention whoring place back then, but it wasn't publicly known for that. That's the thing. So I didn't feel... Well, yeah, I am an attention whore, but nothing wrong with that. Who isn't? Really. Especially for everyone born after 1980. I think that's the millennial cutoff line, 1980 to 2005. The generation after that is Generation Z. And I hope millennials don't hate on people from Generation Z. You gotta stop this chain of generations hating on the younger generations. It's annoying. Like that one Darren bastard guy who said, oh, you don't have autism, you're just spoiled. I literally want to punch him in the face for saying that. And you know, I'm not even a violent person at all, but he just brought out the worst in me. And you know, like looking back on those messages, it seems like he just was trying to pick a fight with me. What a jerk. And you know, if he keeps trash talking people like that, another thing too, I think I remember him saying that he likes black guys or African American guys. I'm not real. Well, yeah, I am kind of African American, but you know, if he keeps like, you can't talk to guys like that, young guys like that, especially African American guys, because they will, God, you know, if he said that to a true guy from the hood, they would have whooped his ass. Jeesh. Or maybe not. I don't know. But it would have been funny if they did. He was being an absolute prick, really. He was. Like, the same kind of prick that you get stuck in your finger one day, and then you, like, it feels annoying, and then you want to pull it out with tweezers and throw it in the trash. Like, that kind of prick. Ugh, just thinking about him pisses me off. Don't even get me started on the guy well, the guy I went to visit in Florida, he pissed me off. I didn't like him. It didn't seem like he was doing it well, actually, yeah, it did seem like he was doing it to be malicious. And he was pulling on that Yankee accent. Oh, you're so mean. You're the one that's mean, asshole. Bragging about another guy who's coming to visit you when I'm here. Then making fun of me because I just asked you for some rubbing alcohol because I didn't want to be, just in case I was worried about bringing, like, because, like, we were on that bus and all those people were all around and I didn't know where they all were from and everything, and I was just worried about that. And I just asked him for an empty spray bottle of some rubbing alcohol, and he didn't even, he never even got that either. He was too busy being a stupid bitch. That's why he's old and all alone and by himself. He deserves that. Yeah, well, I'm all alone and by myself, but, well, I technically I won't be once I'm living down south with my adoptive parents' relatives. I wonder how, well, actually, I kind of will be, because they're actually not really there that often. It's like two guys who, like, are always on the move and always out, so, yeah, I won't care. I like being alone. I will never be old and alone, however, because the way my diabetes is managed right now, I'm surprised I even lasted this long. All my diabetic doctors even agree with me on that, but they said you're not going to last another. How many years has it been? It's been like 9 years since I was diagnosed. They said at the rate you're going right now, you're not going to last another 9 years. And I said, whoop-de-doo, I don't give a flying fuck, you bitch. You're probably not going to last another 9 years either. You know, because you know the thing is, as much as I don't fear death, they just tell me that to rain on my parade, and it gets me mad. And you know, I literally did say that to one of them one time, and you know, they didn't do shit. They just gave me like a really dirty look, and I just sat there and I was like, did I actually just say that? And I just started laughing, and then they gave me an even dirtier look, and then they just walked out of the room and left me there. But then after 30 minutes, they came back and then scheduled me for my next appointment, surprisingly. And then I went home. That was a long time ago. That was back when I was a kid. The diabetic doctors nowadays, they're not that much of assholes. And so, like, technically that wasn't, yeah, that was said to me back when I was at Children's Hospital. I mean, there are so many bitchy nurses there, seriously. Why are you telling a 17 or 16-year-old kid that he's going to die? Well, good thing I don't care about death, so you can tell that to me all you want to, but it still pisses me off because it's like they're trying to rain on my parade and make me feel upset and everything, and trying to make me feel bad. That's the only reason why it does piss me off, really. I don't care if what they say is all true. My ghosts will come back and continue to make SimCity 4 videos for YouTube. That'd be so that will be so awesome. That's what I mean to say. People always tell me, "Oh, you're not gonna become a ghost when you die." Those assholes on the Talk Paranormal web forums. I hope they all get raped. Right in the ass, just like Eileen Warnos said. That'd be funny. Well, that's not really funny, but still, like, they're assholes and they deserve it. An eye for an eye. In this case, an asshole for an asshole. Okay, that sounded wrong, but whatever. Just like that guy who had "Make America Great Again" tattooed on his ass. It must have been very awkward. It's just like the time my adoptive dad had a Donald Trump sign outside our house way back in 2016, and I was just like, are you fucking serious? You don't put that shit up out here. What the hell is your problem? And I like quickly ran outside and pulled it down. Well, actually, my adoptive mom wanted me to go out there and pull it down, but I would have done it anyway. Because as I said, I don't take orders from anyone, as you all should know. I ain't no bitch from oh, I shouldn't say that. That's mean. God, why the fuck did I just say that? I like submissive guys. They're really nice. But, well, actually, sometimes they actually like being called bitches. But I'm not into the guys who are, well, I can be. I mean, if they're nice enough. I don't know. Like, I don't know. I hate it that guys, like submissive guys, like to be degraded. I think it comes from some probably some trauma from the backs of their lives or something like that. I don't know how to word stuff, but I'm pretty sure you guys get what I'm saying. But it is sad. I mean, like, why can't you just find a guy who's nice to you and everything? Like, on this one stupid website I was on, I think it was Master Cash or something, like, some shit like that. Like, everyone was saying, oh, you can't be a dom, you're too nice to everyone, yada yada yada. What? Well, I don't really seem nice in this video, but usually I'm not. Usually I do try to be nice to everyone, and I try to be friends with everyone, but people always seem to, like, tend to try to bring out the worst in me. And, you know, they honestly do. Good timing, just as that video was getting torn down. Okay, so zone some more high-density residential. God, why the fuck is this a street? Gotta make this a road. It's high-density residential. They can't live on a street. Do I have a police station nearby? Oh, I do. I'll throw in another one. There's a lot of, like, signs around my neighborhood saying, like, we back the badge, and all that other stuff. Like, could you imagine if someone had a sign that said, I do not back the badge, or Black Lives Matter? You know, as a matter of fact, people actually been arrested for for having stickers that say Black Lives Matter. I think that's fucking sick. What the fuck is their problem? Not the people who've been arrested, but the people who are arresting them for that. Like, that's so goddamn... That just makes me sick to my... oh, God. God, it's like I'm trying to light myself up. Jeez. That does make me very mad, though. Let me speed this up. I mean, there's nothing wrong with Black Lives Matter. Well, the one thing they really should not do is, ooh, they want to add a radio tower. Awesome. Okay, I was talking about my game, not Black Lives Matter. But you know, one thing they really should not do is like stand in the streets and protest at people and stop traffic, because that's just like, that's really low down for them to do that. And it's annoying too. Like you have people like standing in front of a car. You know that car needs to get somewhere, but those people just keep standing in front of the car and blocking the car. And then the guy gets mad and runs them all over. And you know the thing is, I don't even feel bad for them at all. I was like, well, what the fuck did you expect? You were blocking traffic and pissing that guy off, and you were even being dangerous too. And it wasn't. I don't even think it was a white person who ran them over. It was another African American person. Because they were like, oh, come on, get real. I mean, there's better ways to protest instead of blocking traffic. But oh yeah, but still, violence isn't the answer. But he didn't run them over that hard, because right after he ran them over, they got up and started yelling. Yeah. Probably shouldn't say so much of this stuff out loud. I don't give a shit. I can give out my opinions if I want to. If anyone wants to trash talk me about it, go right ahead. Okay, I probably shouldn't say that. I don't want to start any trouble. Well, no one can hear me up here anyway. I don't think they can. It'd be funny if they did, but I don't care. Okay, zone some high-density residential. Hopefully, they don't have water? God damn it. Forgot about that. Oh, sorry, God. I shouldn't take your name in vain so much. God, I feel bad now. Jeesh. I said jeesh, not Jesus. I just thought of Jesus from The Walking Dead. That guy used to get on my nerves at first, really, because he was doing a lot of bad stuff and making them lose their supplies and shit like that. Like when Michonne wanted what was it? I think it was toothpaste, that's what she wanted. And like they lost it in like Jesus made them lose it in the truck that went into the lagoon. And then Michonne was like Rick Grimes gave Michonne, that was the scene right before they started making out for the first time. He gave her some of the mints and he said, if you want the toothpaste, it's all in the truck at the bottom of the dam. Or no, not bottom of the dam, bottom of the lagoon. And then she was like, oh, well, you had a day. She sounded like my adoptive mother when she said that. Oh gosh, I shouldn't do that. Compare Michonne to my adoptive mother. That's an insult. I'm gonna have to write Dana, what is it? What's her name? Deanna, or is it Diana Garura, or something like that? An apology note, if she ends up seeing this, for comparing her to my adoptive mother. Gosh, I feel bad for that now. I just keep rambling and rambling. I'm like one of those chatterboxes that has like never-ending batteries. That would be so awesome, like never-ending batteries that never run out of power. I wonder why the fuck they haven't invented something like that yet. Some nerd is probably gonna comment on this video and tell me, well, duh, Joe, because logically it ain't possible. Well, I'm the one that's a nerd, but I don't know. You'll be surprised who... Oh, damn it. Okay. Gonna have to rebuild that. I can't add a roundabout there. Oh well. Oh yeah, I saw something really disturbing on YouTube a couple days ago. Like, these lesbian girls who were hating on transsexual girls because, like, they were saying, oh, if you're transsexual girl and you're attracted to lesbians. You're not a lesbian yourself, you're straight. And I was like, when I was watching that, I was like, I felt like puking. Like, what the hell? Why the hell are they hating on... Seriously, they have it... Transsexual people have it so rough. And now they're being hated on the LG community. Well, gay guys kind of hate on... Gay guys hate on them also. It's sick. Like, they'll say that, they'll say that FTM is not a real man. Well, that's messed up. Well, technically they really aren't actually real, but they still are a male nonetheless. I think they all are. They look enough like guys. They want to look like guys, so that's why they do. Nothing wrong with that. Keep pumping up that testosterone, but just make sure not to... Well, it doesn't have any damaging effects, so yeah, can't think of anything. Just make sure not to go on heroin at all, like my last FTM partner did. Fight fires from above. Okay, I can build that. I was talking about this, gas... No, well, not gas station. This, fire station they wanted me to build. Gonna add some wind turbines to power it up. Oh, yeah, I need to add water, too. Oh, they already have water. Well, that's good. Ooh, they're at a population of 20,000? Ooh, awesome! Let me save. You know what I should build? I should add an airport, because Charlotte, North Carolina actually does have an airport, and they actually do get mad at transgendered people when they use their proper bathrooms. Like if a transgendered female uses the women's bathroom, they get mad at her because they are under the false impression that she's gonna molest people in the bathroom. That's so fucking sick and fucking stupid. I mean, get real, fucking America. Making me ashamed of my own country, and ashamed of one of my favorite states, North Carolina. God. They better be careful, or else one day they might actually have a Carolina Maniac situation if they piss off the wrong people. Not saying that it would be me at all or anything. I wasn't the killer in Carolina Maniacs, aha. It was the two crazy guys who watched my videos and got inspired to become serial killers. What were their names? Tyson and Anthony. Well, they were actually named after crazy people I actually met in my life. Well, not my friend Anthony, the one who calls me randomly once in a while. You know who you are, Anthony. I'm talking about a different Anthony, who I hope is never watching my videos again. Otherwise, World War III will begin if he... no, I shouldn't say that, God. I said enough troubling stuff in these videos. I should pipe down a bit, for my own sake. I don't care. I'm locked up in this lonely apartment. I don't give a toss. Where the fuck did I just... What the hell? Damn it, I was trying to click on the bulldozing icon. Okay, there, I got it. I should make a bus stop to that airport. It always takes them 5 sim years to complete it, too. I want to do a tour at the Waverly Hills Sanitarium in Louisville, Kentucky. And people always laugh at me for the way I pronounce it. Oh, it's Louisville, not Louisville. It's Leviosa, not Leviosa. Yeah, and I almost got killed by a troll tonight, bitch, but you came and saved me. The very person I was correcting. Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. Those were the days. Huh. So many nostalgia is just starting to fly at me right now. I think that's how I'm gonna die. of nostalgia. I miss those days. Just swish and flick! I remember that. Oh, I gotta build a police station here. Large police station. There's always shit going on at airports in this game. Even when I have the police stations covering everything. Let me see if I can get a bus station. Yeah, I forgot about that too. What? Where the fuck are... Oh, they're in here. Okay. God, I need to stop swearing so much. I have a bigger potty mouth than my adoptive mother. My adoptive parents have absolute potty mouths, especially when they go down to Detroit, Michigan to get drunk. And the thing is, they aren't even getting angry and swearing at all. They're laughing and like cursing up a storm. And you know, have you guys ever had been around in the presence of someone who swears so much that like they'll just keep cursing and swearing so much that you can't even understand, that you can't even follow what they're saying. It just sounds like they're saying gibberish, like Simlish. Like they just start swearing so much that it's just doesn't even make sense at all. Let me speed this up. I want to get that airport finished fast. Well, the guy's complaining about crime. Fuck it. Oh, by the way, that actually makes me think of something now. Well, I always, not that, I always think of that, but, well, yeah, I am thinking of that, too. But it does have something to do with that now that I think of it. I remember when I was 16 years old, and for some strange reason, I wanted my fucking driver's license, even though I wasn't gonna do jack shit with them, because later on I'd find out that I actually don't like driving at all. But I was pissed off at my adoptive parents because they wouldn't take me in to get for my driver's ed test because I was sick, and I got really mad that day. So I stole their car. They never found out about this. I'm about to tell you why. I stole their car and drove out to I probably shouldn't talk about this in the YouTube videos, just in case that cop is still stalking me and might plan to murder me one day. And then a whole another protest will start in the city of Milwaukee, and people will burn down buildings for no reason, and then it won't do shit because the guy will never even get in trouble for it anyway. Back when I was 16 years old, my adoptive parents didn't take me to get my driver's ed test because I was sick, and then I got really pissed off for it. So, I saved my game. So, like, I stole my adoptive parents' car and took it on a joyride one night. I don't know why I did that. I felt like I was getting back at my adoptive parents or some shit like that. Remember, I have autism, so I say and do some really bizarre shit sometimes, as you guys probably noticed by now. But, like, a cop pulled me over, and, like, he said that, like, why are you driving out here so late? And he said, do you have a ID or a license? And I said, no. And he said, what's your name? And I told him my name, and he looked it up, and he said, you don't have a license, don't you? You just have temps. And he said, you are not supposed to drive by yourself. And then he said, and I was like, oh god, I am in such deep shit right now, and, like, I literally would be soon. Well, actually, no. I wouldn't be. He actually kept his ass very clean. I was very glad about that. Okay, I'm spoiling the story. What he said next was, he looked at me and like he had this like smirk or smile on his face, and I was like, why is he smirking at me and smiling like that? Then he was staring at my crotch. He stared at my crotch for like a brief second, and I was like, did he just? No, he didn't do that. Did he? Well, I don't know. Soon I find out that he did. He said, okay, kid. He said, oh, he didn't say it like that. He said it like this, like, okay, kid, you have two choices. You can either get in the car with me, and I can take you to the nearest jail, or you can come back with me and go in the forest with me. And I was thinking, what the fuck are we gonna do out in the forest? And then I didn't say that to him, obviously, otherwise I wouldn't be here today. I would have been shot dead like Trayvon Martin. But he said,
I was like, what are we gonna do out there? And he said, oh, I'm pretty sure you'll like it. And I was like, what? And then well, I actually kind of did, now that I think of it. He, brought me out to the forest, and then he told me to, like, lay on my back and, like, pull my shorts off. And I was like, what? And I said, dude, I can't take it up the ass. He says, I'm telling you to lay on your back. You honestly think I'm gonna try to do that? And I said, well, for all... Well, like, he didn't make me pull my legs up, he just made me lay on my back, and then he injected me with this fluid stuff, syringe. I don't know what the hell was in that stuff, but then he gave me a hard-on, and he started riding me, and then I ejaculated inside his ass, and then he told me, and if I ever catch you out here again, you know what's gonna happen. I know what's gonna happen. Isn't that just gonna encourage me to go outside and drive without a license even more? What the fuck, dude? Like the literal, what the fuck? But yeah, and I was like, I didn't even know cops did shit like that. And then, well, he didn't shit at all, thank God. And then I was like, what the fuck just happened? And when I went home that night, I drove myself home that night, because he let me drive myself home. I was just laying in bed, and I was just thinking about that, and I was like, why the hell... I just felt like my life was some melodramatic porno video. That was back in 2012. A lot of freaky stuff happened that year. Sheesh. And a lot of sad stuff happened that year too. I was gonna do some Joe Winko talks on that, but I'll save that for later. Gosh, I shouldn't talk about... Wait a sec, what the fuck are those? God damn it, I didn't want to build one-way streets. Ugh, why the hell do those even exist anyway? Okay, there. Better build a police station. Large police station. I'm not sure about his size, though. I don't care about a guy's... how big a guy is. I never use it anyway. That's like, what? I'm trying to think of an analogy. It's like a blind person caring about how beautiful a view is. Like, oh, Jenna Marshall, see that sun setting in the background? Isn't that beautiful? What the fuck are you talking about, you freak? I can't see anything. I'm blind, because that bitch threw a firecracker at me while I was in the garage. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, you should be, motherfucker. It would be funny if Jenna was actually like that on the show. Pretty Little Liars. I actually like Jenna. She's pretty, but she's creepy, though. And she can't even see anything, and you actually feel bad for her because she can't see anything. And it is sad. Poor Jenna. And then Allison De Laurentiis, being the colossal bitch she is, came in there and said, oh, if you come back to Rosewood, I'll bury you. But then Mona came in and said, oh, that bitch can't see you, but I can. And texted her on her phone, because she was A that time. Oh, gosh. Pretty Little Liars, I love that show. Sad that it's gonna be ending. And all the girls are grown up now. Well, they always were grown up, but on the show they're actually grown up. Like, I think the last time I remember Allison De Laurentiis was a teacher in school. She was writing her name on the board, teaching kids how to disappear and fake their own deaths and then come back from it a couple years later for some stupid reasons. I don't know. You know what would be really awesome? A crossover of The Walking Dead, Pretty Little Liars, and American Horror Story. Like on fanfiction.com, you can definitely find that. You'll be surprised what those people write. That is the dumbest underpass. Gosh. How the fuck do they... Shouldn't add... This game's auto road system pisses me off sometimes. More than my adoptive parents do.
God, and that's not a good thing. You know, nothing should piss me off more than them. If you do, then you're in really bad shape then. There's actually were quite a few people who have pissed me off more than my adoptive parents, now that I think of it. Gosh. I'm surprised I can stay sane, that people can make me that mad. I mean, my adoptive parents do bad enough, I mean, let alone someone else. Okay, so, you guys are probably gonna be so happy once I say this. Ooh, the city's looking nice. Actually, let me just speed it up and see how stuff grows. Let me save one more time, just so my great game doesn't crash. I just want them to build up that commercial zoning area. Okay, they're building it up. Okay. Let me build, is there water pipes going? Okay, there already are water pipes, so yeah. Zippity-doo-dah. Okay. Why the fuck did I say that? I don't care. Whatever. Okay, so I'm just gonna... Oh, it's so beautiful. Charlotte, North Carolina. Population 27,171. Hope the Sims like living there and appreciate the big, beautiful city I built them. And all those lovely buildings I made in Milkshake back in 2016 and imported into this game. Now they actually get to enjoy them. Unlike the Sims who were in Carolina Maniacs, who were just stashed away on my hard drive somewhere into oblivion. So that's it for this episode of the United States of Joe Winko. Thanks so much to everyone who watched, and thanks so much for Julian Dominic for becoming the... Was that his name? I think that's the name he wanted me to use, but forgive me if I was wrong. For answering last episode's trivia question and becoming the mayor of this city. So, yeah, that's it. So please make sure to answer this episode's trivia question so you can become the mayor of my next city. And don't forget to like, don't forget to comment, don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to like me on Facebook and follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and Tumblr. And that's it. Peace out, people. This episode's trivia question. Who was the second character to be killed by Freddy Krueger in Joe Winko's 2014 Sims 2 slasher film, A Nightmare Encounter 2: Island of Illusion? Answer this question in the comments. The first person to comment the correct answer will be crowned the mayor in my next city of the United States of Joe Winko. Please also mention the name you want to be listed as. Remember, you must use the same name at all times. That is it. Peace out, people. Also, just for the record, that whole rule that I said earlier about you can't own the surrounding cities around a city you already own, or already became the mayor of, yeah, that rule doesn't apply anymore, so, yeah, don't worry about that at all. I just added that rule in to encourage more people to play, really, but I really hope you guys still participate anyway in answering the trivia questions right, so I could list you as the mayor. So, yeah, have fun.